Hey friend, Graham here. I want to walk you through email funnels, the email sequences in Kajabi, because I get a lot of questions about, hey, is the email marketing in Kajabi powerful enough? Can I use it for my email list? Can I get rid of MailChimp and ConvertKit or any of these platforms? The answer to that is yes. I've gotten past or over both of those platforms and moved everything over to Kajabi. But I want to show you specifically how to harness the power of an email sequence to take your new leads and convert them into customers, which is really the whole point of this type of business, of what we do, where we create content, we add a ton of value, we get people to join our email list with more value, and then we add value there and we sell our products there, because email marketing is the #1 driver of sales online, more than social, more than organic search, more than paid advertising. Email marketing is the thing. So you want to be getting an email list and growing it, but what do you do with those people when they join your list? Well, you send them through a funnel or an email sequence. So I'm going to walk you through how to do that. If you don't have Kajabi, you should play around with it and take the free trial offer that I offer all my students. Normally, if you go to Kajabi's website, it's 14 days. If you use my affiliate link, which I'll link to below, it's 28 days. You'll get double the length of the free trial, which I think is better, to get more time to play with it, build out a sequence, build out a site, launch a product, launch a coaching option, make some money while you're on the free trial. And not only that, you're going to get access to what they call the 28-day challenge videos, which is a suite of tutorial training videos to help you get the most out of Kajabi. It's absolutely free. The cool thing is, if you use my link and you become a paying member of Kajabi, part of your payment comes back to support me and this channel at no additional cost to you. Your price is literally the same whether you use my link or the homepage, and whatever plan you choose, it doesn't matter. So it's a cool way to support me if you enjoy these videos. And if you already have Kajabi, then obviously you already have Kajabi. But if you want to sign up for the free trial, just use the link below or go to grahamcochran.com/Kajabi and sign up there. All right, so let's take a look at this. I'm inside of my partner page here with my fictitious website, but I'll show you how to do this. When you've got a website up, even if you're not using Kajabi for your website, I mean, I started with Kajabi. I already had a WordPress site, and I just started to use Kajabi, get my feet wet by selling products. You could still use their email marketing. My wife, she's got a multi-six-figure business. She has a custom-built website that she has to do on WordPress for the things she needs to do, but she uses Kajabi just for their email marketing and landing pages and automations and things like that. It's amazing. So either way, go to the marketing tab. And then there's two ways to do this. I'm going to go right to the source, go to email campaigns. And then what I want you to do is click New Email Campaign. When you click that button, there are always two choices. Do you want to send a single broadcast email, which is I want to send out one email to my whole list? And you can schedule multiple emails. For example, I just scheduled the whole launch that's going to go out in a couple weeks, and there's nine emails. That's not a sequence. That is 9 email broadcasts that I've written, scheduled to go out on certain days at certain times with certain subject lines. Some are pre-launch content, some is the launch itself, whatever. Those are email broadcasts. Or this is also if you just want to, hey, here's my latest podcast, here's my latest blog post, or my latest video is up. Or, hey, I've got a question for you. What do you think about this? Or, hey, did you see this in the news? You just want to contact your list, and you should be emailing them regularly, at least once a week, with a simple broadcast. But what we're talking about today are email sequences to set up your funnels. If you've ever heard of funnels, or do I need a sales funnel or email funnel? Funnel, sequence, same thing. It's a series of pre-written emails they're going to go through that are automated, that you've written once, and people go through at different points. So let's click email sequence. Let's give it a name. And I like to use the language new subscriber sequence, because I'm going to get a new email subscriber, and I want them to go through this specific sequence that's going to add a ton of value and pitch at least one product. So I would say new subscriber sequence. And if you want to get detailed, you can put the year, because you might want to update your sequence every year, and you can update it by literally cloning a sequence that worked last year. So one click, Kajabi lets you to completely duplicate it, give it a slightly different name, and maybe you tweak some things. For example, in 2020, I updated my email sequence, my funnel here in Kajabi, to be a little more contextualized to the pandemic that we've been going through. So I was able to address it a little bit, take out a couple things that seemed way out of context and a little, tone deaf. And so, but I wanted to keep 97% of the email sequence. So I always keep them with different names. So new subscriber sequence, you could put a date on it if you want to, no problem. And by default, it's only going to be one email. So we can just say like email one, and we'll click save for now. Oh, welcome, friend. Click save. Okay. Now we're looking at the zoomed out view of our email sequence. It's very simple. It's one email that I haven't really written yet. One day, on day one, which is usually the day after they've opted in, but we haven't connected it to anything. So you'll see up here, there's triggers, subscribe triggers and unsubscribe triggers. So this is not as complicated as it sounds. Zoom out and think about what you're trying to do with your online business. You're showing up on YouTube, you've got a podcast, you're writing a great blog, you do an interview on some TV network or some person's podcast, and you want to give someone a landing page link like to go download my free guide. If you've been enjoying this video, download my, whatever cheat sheet. Go to grahamcochran.com/cheat sheet, and you've got a nice Kajabi landing page here that's an opt-in where they can type in their name and email address or just their email address to get the free guide, and then that opt-in delivers them the free guide. What we want to do is use that as the trigger for this sequence, because now that they've gotten the free gift and they've subscribed to your list, you want them to go through this funnel. So if we go to triggers, we want to add a trigger. So this is the whole, if this, when this happens, then do this. So we're looking for when a form is submitted, because forms is the language that Kajabi uses, and you have to create a form for any of your opt-ins. So I made like one in a previous tutorial. I was pretending I'm a fitness instructor and I have a 5-pound cheat sheet that I give away. So there's a form, there's a landing page. So when they submit into that form, let's say that's what I'm doing, then I want them to subscribe to this email sequence. It already knows what the automation is because you're doing it from the sequence. Subscribe to an email sequence. Which one? New subscriber sequence. And then click save. It's as simple as that. Now when people opt into that lead magnet or they opt into that form, and if you don't know where your forms are, they're under the marketing tab. Go to forms. There's my 5-pound cheat sheet opt-in. They enter their name and email address, and they're good to go. You're going to see 2 automations under that form. The one we just did is created right here. When they submit this form, they're subscribed to an email sequence, new subscriber sequence. That showed up here because we just added it on the new subscriber sequence. You could also have done that here. You could have added that automation here. When they opt in here, you just click this automation button. When this form is submitted, then subscribe to an email sequence. Well, which one, Graham? New subscriber sequence. We've already done that. You could do it in 2 different places. You'll also notice I've already set up another automation here from a previous tutorial, which is when they opt into this form, send them an email with their free guide. So this is what I like to do, is send the emails directly from the form, and you can edit the email here. Here is your 5-pound cheat sheet. Hey, first name, thanks for signing up and downloading the cheat sheet. Click this link, right? And then I would hyperlink the actual guide, okay? Or you could attach it, upload a file here. Kajabi makes it super easy. So they're getting their free guide. We already know about that, but now they're getting subscribed to this email sequence. And the question is, A, what do you put in the sequence? And B, how many emails should they get and how does it work? If you want to add more emails, it's really, really simple. Just go up to the button that says add new email. And they say, well, what day do you want them to get it? Day 2, subject line, etc. Best secret. Check this out. And we'll save that email. Now you can see that there's 2 emails, one on day 1, one on day 2. You can even have an email set to go out day 0. Bonus gift. I've got something you'll like. These are the dumbest emails, so don't copy these emails. But what I want you to see is that immediately when they subscribe to the sequence, they're going to get this additional email. So those are your options: is immediately when they subscribe, day 1, day 2, you can skip days, of course, and it's just usually just set up to go out the next day after they subscribe. And there's different settings. So if you click on settings, you can do a couple of things that are important. One, you can choose your sending time. So these emails are always going to be the day after or the day after or whatever you select, but what time of day and what time zone, you get to determine that. You can exclude people who have already purchased an offer. Now, this is important because what we ultimately want this funnel to do is sell something. That's the whole point of this business, right? So they've opted in. That's amazing. We have a warm lead who we know likes our content enough to download our free content that's behind the email paywall, not paywall, but email wall. So we want to sell them something that's a relevant offer. If they already have that offer, we don't want them to get these emails because they already have that offer. So I ultimately would want to sell something. Let's say I'm going to push my mini course or offer my mini course. I'm going to not email subscribers who have the mini course offer already. So I'm just going to update that. And I want my emails to go out at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, so I'll just update that. See how powerful this is? It's going to exclude those people. And you can write whatever emails you want. What do you put in your emails? The zoomed out picture of this is the best email funnel is one that is relevant, usually to the lead magnet they opted in for, or at least relevant to all the types of people that would opt in for any of your lead magnets. It educates, adds value, establishes credibility for you, and offers a product. Educates, adds value, and you could really put those two as to one, because when you educate on your subject, you're adding value. It establishes your authority or credibility in a way that's not, humble brags. It's just sort of showing that, look, you can really help people. That could be a case study. That could be where someplace you are featured that you're really excited about, whatever. Or it just shows your handling of the subject matter, that you really know what you're talking about. And then it leads to an offer. And you usually want to mention that offer in multiple emails, not just once. Big mistake, because you can't assume that people are going to open all of your emails. Either they don't see it in their inbox or they're not in their inbox one day. So you have to make your pitch at least 3 times, what I like to do. If this is as basic as it gets. Now, if this is overwhelming to you or you're brand new to email marketing, you don't even know where to start. The good thing about Kajabi is they make it even easier. You could go to pipelines and build something based off of a template. So you don't even have to think about it. If you go to pipelines and go to new pipeline, there's a few options that pop up. The one that I think is most relevant to you is the sales page OVO. The sales page OVO is going to give you, and you'll see here in a second, it's going to give you an opt-in. So if you haven't built your opt-in, it'll build it for you. It's going to pre-write some emails that are pre-written by Brendan Bouchard. It's going to give you a sales page and a checkout. Now, you might already have your sales page. You might already have your opt-in. So you can delete these or not use these, but it's going to, at the very least, give you some pre-written emails. Let's go ahead and create this, and I'll show you what I mean. So they want to give it a name. That's where you would call like new subscriber sequence or mini course sequence. It's the name of my product, I guess, for new subscribers. And if you already have an offer set up in Kajabi, you can select which offer you want to sell. If you don't, you can skip it. It's okay. Generate pipeline. Now, pipelines, if you haven't used them, are blueprints or templates. They're pre-built pages, emails, offers that are already created and connected. So they're kind of doing the heavy lifting for you, and then you can go through and edit them to your heart's content. So you can see it built us an opt-in page that you could open up and start tweaking right away. So you don't have to go find it inside of Kajabi. You just click on it, and now you're in the builder. So we can change the text, we can change the background image, we can change the color, we can rearrange it, we can add sections, whatever you want to do. It built a sales page, which again, if you already have a sales page built for your product, you can ignore this and you don't have to link to this in the emails, okay? But it just gets you started and then a checkout. What I'm most interested in is the sequence, because that's what we're talking about in this video, is email sequences and funnels. See what it pre-built for you? you've got 8 emails. You got one trigger, which is when they submit this form, and you're going to have to then sync that form to the opt-in page and deliver the lead magnet, all that kind of stuff. But the emails are pre-written. So they've got these templates here. And let's just open up the first one. Immediately, they're going to get this email one. And obviously, these are placeholders, right? So you have to come up with your own subject line. And he's giving you, Brandon Bouchard is giving you sort of like a template of, hey, here's what you could think about. Be all about the transformation, right? So here's the subject. It's going to be about transformation. And so the goal is tell your audience why you've created the program, the course, and link to the sales page. And this is their, like he's saying, this is the first reveal that you've got a full course for sale. So someone's watched your YouTube video, listened to your podcast, read a blog post, and they want the free guide you're offering. They've gone to the landing page. They've opted in for it. They're going to get the free guide. Now they're going to get this email. And it's like, hey, Graham, I'd like to tell you a story. It's about why I do what I do. And so then you're basically saying why I help people in this area, what I care about. If you really want that kind of transformation, check out this video I put together. I'm glad to be helping you. You see how this is so like simple. He's just like, this is what I'm all about. I help get people transformation. This is what I love to do. And, you know, click on this link to learn more about it. And it's a sales page. It's a product, but it should be a relevant offer. It should be a relevant sales page. If it's a really good sales page, is one that educates and adds value, even if they don't buy. So they're like, oh, that's really cool. I'm not in the mood to buy right now. That's fine. But it gets them right there to the sales page. If we go back, there's like a sort of a soft open, and then he's got an official open for the course. And you can go through, and really what this is a great launch template. I would just tweak it a little bit. I love selling early. I love his approach. But what I would do if it were me is I would bump all these emails up a day. So the your why email, the official open, or something similar, I would move that to start on day 1, not immediately. The immediate email, the only thing I would change is I would change this email to be a bonus over deliver. So they just opted in for the free guide, and that's amazing. Hopefully made a really amazing free guide. Immediately, I would send them a bonus over deliver. I'll show you what I mean in my email sequence for Graham Cochran. I've got a 7-day, 7 email sequence, right? New subscriber sequence 2020. If you look at what they get immediately, if you subscribe to my email list, immediately you get an email called The Simple Math of Making $5K a Month bonus gift. That's the subject line. This is an over-deliver email. They didn't know about this guide. They didn't ask for this guide. I'm not asking them for anything in this email. I'm just over-delivering. You can never go wrong by giving more. Now, the next email, I launched and mentioned my course. That's day 1. So the day after they opt in, I mentioned my course. So I'm not afraid of selling soon, but so the order is really important. Give what they expected, give what they didn't expect, to over deliver on the day 0, as we call it, or the immediate email. And then I think you can get into selling. If you don't want to sell that early, you can do a simple 5-day sequence where you teach on day 1, teach on day 2, and then transition to your product offer on day 3, pitch on day 4, and pitch on day 5. And that works really well. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars using that sort of formula. Works great as well. Either way, either build your email sequence or funnel manually, one by one, or start with a pipeline and tweak from there. Either is good, either is effective. And the goal is just to take advantage of this new person who just joined your list. They are most interested in you right now, so you might as well over-deliver to them right now and then offer them something relevant and irresistible right now, because they are statistically more likely to buy because they just found you and they want what you got. And if they don't buy, that's okay, but it's your job to offer. If you get email sequences and email funnels right, you will print money on autopilot. This is a huge part of both of my businesses. A huge chunk of my revenue is predictable, steady, hands off, where I'm not promoting to my list or launching because it's just new people coming in going through these Kajabi email sequences. You should have at least one simple funnel that does exactly that. So I hope that was helpful to you. If you have any email funnel or email sequence questions, leave them below and we can go back and forth on those, or I can do another video that might help you unpack one thing that we didn't cover in depth enough in this video. Happy to do that. And like I said at the beginning of this video, if you don't have Kajabi yet, or you're like lurking around checking it out, please use my affiliate link below, because you're going to get twice the free trial and bonus training videos that you don't get that through Kajabi's website. And if you like Kajabi and you stick around, it's cool. Then it's a way for you to support me without even having to give me any money. So again, full disclosure, it is an affiliate link, and no hard feelings if you don't use it or didn't use it. It's all good. I'm still trying to add value, a lot of value here with the tutorials. But if you do get value out of these videos, and if you want to support me in a super easy way that costs you nothing, just sign up for Kajabi using my link. Or at the very least, try out the free trial and see if you like it. It's at grahamcochran.com/Kajabi, or you can just click the link below. Have an awesome day. Hope you're staying healthy and safe, and I'll see you in another video real soon.